A couple of days ago, QuakeCon had its first in-person event since 2019, which was my first and last QuakeCon event. Big sad. For the last 2 years, little glimpses and hints about what id Software has been working on have appeared on the internet. Some people think that they are making a sequel to Doom Eternal, others that they are developing a new Quake, possibly a remake of the original, and others believe that id Software is creating a brand new IP, which, to be honest, I think is very unlikely.
What?
At this year's QuakeCon, which was last week, we all believed that id Software was going to get on stage and finally reveal what they have been working on, something that never happened during the livestream and the event.
How can you do this? This is outrageous.
The only thing worthy of mentioning about QuakeCon 2023 was the game release of Quake 2 Remaster, which is an actual masterpiece in its own right. I'm not even kidding, my friends. This game is what an actual remaster should look like. I'm talking to you, Red Dead Redemption, al chile chingas a tu madre way. Now, you may be wondering inside your head, my friend, how does any of this confirm that id Software's new game is not going to be a Doom game? Well, that's what we're going to find out in today's video. If you're still hyped about whatever id Software is cooking, be sure to leave a huge like. Let's see if this video can reach 5,000 likes. My friends, I'm going through a pretty bad fever, so please leave a like. My health would greatly appreciate it. With that being said, take a seat, drink some water, and let's dive straight into the machine. But before we get into it, this video was sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Even if I'm a gamer at heart and love playing video games every single day, I still have the need to go outside, touch some grass, and have my daily intake of vitamin D. Even if these are fun activities to do, once I pull out my phone and start surfing the web, I become an easy target to any person who is trying to get someone's private super important data. This is where Surfshark VPN enters the scene. In this kind of scenarios, a VPN would act as a guardian that will protect all of your sensitive information by encrypting it. And that's not all. Besides that, you can also access geo-blocked content like different shows on Netflix or any platform just by changing your IP address to the show's country of origin. This way, you can enjoy all the content you want from the comfort of your home and have a bodyguard that protects and lets you know when your information has been breached. All thanks to Surfshark's add-on security combo.
I gotta do it, man.
Use code MidnightDeal or click the link in the description to get 83% off your order and 3 extra months for free, with a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. Safeguard your data with Surfshark VPN and enjoy browsing the internet with no risks at all. Special thanks to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video, and I really hope you enjoy. The reason why I believe id Software is not going to release a new Doom game for at least the next 5 years is pretty simple, that reason being the Quake 2 Remaster, especially its new 7-level episode, The Call of the Machine, a new campaign where you need to retrieve 6 Shrock data disks and use that information to open a portal directly into the Shrock Maker. Pardon my ignorance as I'm not too keen with Quake's lore, but all Quake games do not share the same continuity, and it's been that way since Quake was released back in 1996. In the original Quake, Earth and humanity is being invaded by an otherworldly enemy codenamed Quake, better known as Shub-Niggurath. No sé cómo decirlo. Better known as Shub-Niggurath. This monster of cosmic horror origins is not from Earth, but from another dimension entirely. In Quake 2, humanity is being invaded by the Shrock, a hostile cybernetic alien race whose only purpose is to harvest the flesh of their enemies for their own cybernetic augmentations and survival. For the last 24 years, fans of the franchise have been trying to see a connection between Quake and Quake 2, but the only similarities these games have is their name. That was until Night Dive Studios released Quake 2 Remastered and the new Call of the Machine episode. Believe me guys, everything is going to come in together at the end of this video. In this new episode, we need to retrieve 6 Shrock data disks to meet the Shrock Maker. And here's where things get interesting. Just who is the Shrock Maker? Well, if you play through the entirety of the Call of the Machine episode, the answer becomes quite clear. Throughout the whole campaign, The game throws you several lore curveballs for you to start questioning everything you know about Quake 2, and Quake in general, like the several appearances of the original Quake Slipgate, a boss fight against a big as hell shambler, which is definitely not a callback to the original Quake's chingada madre, which is definitely not a callback to the original Quake's Chthon boss fight, being teleported to Quake's gothic-like ruins, and a mural with two shamblers and Quake's main antagonist Shub Niggurath in the middle. This is the first explicit connection we have between Quake 1 and Quake 2. Thanks to this new episode, Quake and Quake 2 now share a common timeline, one where the Shrog were created by Quake's main antagonist, or so that's what I want to believe. Now, you may be wondering inside your head, my friend, how does this affect Doom and its development in any way? Well, don't you find it suspicious that they have been going through all of this trouble to revitalize the Quake franchise? In the last 2 years, we have gotten the Quake and Quake 2 remasters and an all-new episode that ties the story of both games into one cohesive timeline. The way I see it is that Bethesda is paving the way for a new Quake, and they are testing the waters to see how the community would react to anything new Quake related, and as far as that goes, the Quake 2 Remastered has been an absolute success. Never have I seen so much love poured and given to any remaster, especially to one from a game from 1997. I'm sure that if id Software releases a new Quake game, it will be a huge success. Just give it the Doom 2016 reboot treatment, please. Now, talking about id Software, let's talk about them. Right when The Ancient Gods Part 2 came out, Doom Eternal's game director Hugo Martin went on an interview spree with several members from the Doom community. Thankfully, my friends, I had the honor of interviewing Hugo about Doom Eternal and several other things. One thing that always stood out to me is that Hugo repeatedly mentioned that if he was to make another FPS game like fucking Doom, he would try and tackle Lovecraftian themes in his next game. He is, after all, a Bloodborne enjoyer. Bloodborne is a masterpiece, by the way. The reasoning behind this is that Hugo thinks that pointy hats and demons have been done to death, especially in motherfucking Doom, which is weird because Doom is all about killing demons. But now that hell has been sealed for good, there's really no point in bringing back that faction. The only faction that is worthy of being on a fast-paced id Software FPS game are cosmic horror abominations, which are basically demons in their own right, but with more fucked up abilities and aesthetics. El horror cósmico está bien verga. La neta. Because of everything I've said previously, I'm 100% sure and certain that its next game is going to be Quake. And while that is awesome in its own right, it's still kinda sad and depressing that we're not getting another Doom game for at least 5 years.
What?
And to be honest, that's a pretty long ass time. But you can bet your ass I'm gonna be there when that Doom game drops. I am, after all, the Doom Lord. Talking about all of this reminded me to Doom Eternal's last cutscene, where the Doom Slayer is placed once again on a sarcophagus and sealed away until humanity needs him once again. When I saw this scene for the first time, I thought that id Software was building Doom Guy's epic revival, but in hindsight, maybe this was id Software letting us know that Doom Guy is taking a much needed break and that they will explore other universes while he is away, until the time we need him again. But anyways, my friends, please let me know what you think about all of this down below in the comment section. Do you think I'm full of shit or that there's some truth behind my words? Because remember, my friends, nothing I say is absolute. Be sure to check out Surfshark VPN if you can. Click the link down below in the description. If you support them, you'll be supporting me as well. Have an awesome day, my friends, and stay safe. Adios. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Patreons, it's your time once again. Special thanks to TJ Richards, Lone Grey Jedi, Andrew, Experimenter 19, Faulty Demon, Brandon Hudson, Land Hunter 743, M. Dama, Saint Overkill, Andy Gonzalez, Dan the Man, Nick Irving, Romney Hasegawa, Frankosaurus, Cody the Loner, Jakufumu, Stephen M. Ruffcorn, Kodu Kenshi, Megaton, George, Unknown User 0, Awesombra, and Florian Habloets. All of you guys, thank you so much for your continued support on the Patreon page. I really do appreciate it a lot. And also, this video was supposed to come out a week ago, but I couldn't do it because I'm currently sick. So yeah, this fever is killing me. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Adios.